Good afternoon, friends. This video is actually in response to my, the many queries I get from our young maintenance engineers and particularly mechanical engineers. Uh, what you can say, having the career of 10 years or less than 10 years, or you can say less than 5 years. So I will talk to in two categories: the people who have a less than 5 years experience in maintenance, operation, or manufacturing, or anywhere, but they are basically mechanical engineers. So how they should, what type of growth should look into it wherever they are, whether they should switch the job, whether they switch the industry, whether anything is related to the mechanical engineering they can improve upon in their career for further studies and the studies in the side. So I would like to consider all the maintenance engineers having 5 years experience, or you can say 10 years experience. So first I would like to talk about those engineers who have a less than 5 years experience. So one thing I would say, that as a mechanical engineer you might be in some EPC, engineering procurement construction company, where you are doing the job of designing, engineering, procurement as a mechanical engineer for the purpose of the construction of the process industry. Process industry may be oil and gas industry, power industry, pharma industry, fertilizer industry, or you can say any chemical industries. So wherever the raw material is processed and some product is taken out, these are known as the process industry. So for the power plant, very well the carrier is related to the production of the utilities and the power. So for the purpose of, you can say, selection of the equipment, for the engineering, for the piping, and all those things related to the static equipment like your tanks, pressure vessels, heat exchangers, boilers, you can say many systems like coal handling system. I mean many things are there like conveyors. So there you need as a mechanical engineers, logistics. So these are the, you can say, mainly equipment. And then another type of equipments are the known as a rotating equipments. There you can be asked to select the vendors. Vendor selection is there, and you procure. For example, if you want to procure a compressor, a centrifugal compressor, then you need to contact the manufacturers who are in the centrifugal compressors. Then based upon your requirement of the client, what type of services you want from the centrifugal compressor, you have to write the specifications and procure and do the engineering. And then you can say have a technical bid, that evaluation you do. You can say do the evaluation of the drawings and all this, till the construction, till the pre-commissioning, mechanical completion, and till the, you can say, handover to this project to the operation maintenance. You are very important mechanical engineering in any engineering procurement company. So I am talking about those engineers who are not in the operation in the, you can say, field, but they are working for the construction of any process industry. There you have a very wonderful career. If your aptitude is that you don't want to go in the field much, you want to do more paperwork, you are more oriented in calculations, more oriented towards using the softwares for the mechanical purpose. If you are doing this job as a, you can say, mechanical engineer in any APC company, my suggestion is that please continue to do things. You need not to switch over any other job. Please see what are the growth in your competitive industries, or you can say different type of engineering companies are there. For example, there may be company like L&T, Bechtel, Samsung, you name it. There are many well-known companies who are in this, you can say, business making project viable not only for the India but for, you can say, at the global level. So they might need you. So wherever you are, if you want to switch, you have to switch in only in your industry. You cannot go into the operation maintenance, you should not go into the manufacturing, and it should not go into the design, what we say design of the mechanical product, or you can say engineering design, or you can say the design with the viewpoint of selection of the materials or calculation and all those things. Because mechanical engineers either are they in the solid design, or you can say in manufacturing, or you can say related to the process industry, fluid mechanics and thermal sciences. So these three type of mainly categories are there, but I am here only talking about those engineers which are having the 5 years experience, and they are in the, you can say, EPC company. Please don't switch over the job. Wherever you are, you just go into deep. You can have a more, you can say, wide scope of as a project engineer, or you can say as a construction engineer or a design engineer, but you have to spread, maybe whether you may be static equipment expert or maybe the rotating equipment experts, but you have to think in that way. And don't switch your job, and look into your competitors and in the same industry, what you call EPC. Earlier they were in only engineering, procurement and constructions. Nowadays they are also going for the EPCC, means engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning. So wherever you like, if you like more field, then you can go to the pre-commissioning, mechanical completion, construction and also in the commissioning. But what I would like to request you that wherever you are, don't switch your job. Now comes the another major area where the mechanical engineers having the less than 5 years experience, and they're in operation and maintenance. Operation mainly in the power industry, in the process industry, and mainly you can say iron industry. Mechanical engineers are also employed in the operation, but what I would say that these operation is somebody can say can be done by anybody who is educated in the operations, maybe the process engineer, chemical engineers, mechanical engineers or electrical engineers. But mostly the utilities and the power industry is driven by the mechanical engineers and electrical engineers. These two engineers are very much needed. Nobody wants the chemical engineers to run the, you can say, power plant. So there you can have a position as a operation person, also as a maintenance person, but that depends upon your aptitude of your, you can say, troubleshooting abilities, your abilities for the production or calculation or designing or whatever, you can say, you have to know. So in the power industry and that type of process industry like oil and gas industry, also in the upstream, you can work as a man of production in applications of, you can say, process, or you can say production, or you can work in a maintenance of the oil wells also as a mechanical engineers, and also in the operation maintenance in the upstream. But in the refineries and in the petrochemicals, or in the fertilizers, or you can say pharma, wherever the mechanical engineers are needed, they are generally in the you can say mainly in maintenance. Even the utilities for these industries, they are generally run by the operation and maintenance people who are mainly mechanical engineers. For example, if you want to operate the boilers or other utilities like refrigeration plant, demineralization plant, or air plant, so these can be done by the operation people, by the mechanical engineers, as well as the maintenance by the mechanical engineers. So operation maintenance, if you are there in the utilities and in the power industry, please continue to, because if you have a less than 5 years experience, you have to lot to know, you have to lot to experience, and please go into the detail by troubleshooting the problem, by suggesting the alternative way where the efficiency of the equipment, where the, you can say, production is enhanced, where the maintenance is done in a different way. And also you can go through, you can say, if you are suppose in maintenance, you can go modern maintenance techniques like, you can say, predictive maintenance, and then you can go to the artificial intelligence and the machine learning also. There you can have a lot of careers, but first you have to decide what is your aptitude. Your aptitude is working in the field, because in the coming years there will be very few engineers who are very much, you can say, expert in the operation and maintenance of the power industry or utilities, or you can say in the particularly maintenance of the oil and gas industry, refinery, petrochemicals, fertilizers, and pharma industries. So lot of maintenance people are needed as a mechanical engineers, and you have to stick there and see. If you are really interested to handling the software, you don't want to go much in the field, and you are more you can say related to the office work, or you are interested in analysis, or you having a good catch in the engineering mathematics, you have orientation for you can say research and all that, then you can think of what I would say, that how the maintenance is done by using the artificial intelligence and the machine learning and the deep learning. And you can do any course related to the data science, the artificial intelligence, and then you switch over, and then you can have a full-fledged career as a artificial engineers, or you can say data science engineers, or anything related to the software developments. There you can switch. But first, if you want to be a good mechanical engineers, maintenance engineers, and maintenance engineer, you please stick wherever you are. I mean, particularly I'm talking about those mechanical engineers who are in the operation and maintenance. Because even if you want to learn artificial intelligence, machine learning, or you can say deep learning, or the application of the data science in maintenance, you need to slowly study the machines, you need to slowly liking the you can say data. You can do a lot of exercise in the Excel, but don't switch over immediately from you can say operation maintenance wherever you are. If you want to switch over, you can switch over within your industry for the extensive experience. Because when you are working as a maintenance engineer, it doesn't mean that you are doing only the maintenance. Sometimes you do the project work, sometimes you are working as a selection for the equipment. You have a very wide variety of equipments, wide variety of experience. So it is a very exciting experience when you are working as a maintenance engineer. So the lot of things are there in the maintenance, particularly process industry and power industry, where you can innovate and create. So we stick together. If you really don't want to do this maintenance, then you can switch over to the as a artificial intelligence engineers, machine learning engineers, or deep learning. There you have a lot of you can say opportunities. But don't go for those people who are you can making a lot of money by simply showing you that within 3 months you will be Tata science engineer, or we can say will be expert in you can say developing the softwares for the maintenance. No, you have to do whatever the course you are doing from a very standard, very you can say experienced company who are having the applications and who are interested in doing the projects in the field related to your operation maintenance. Because that will help you using your knowledge and experience in the maintenance towards the data you can say science and artificial intelligence and machine learning, deep learning, algorithms, and your interest also in the softwares of identifying or troubleshooting root cause analysis in the maintenance. And then they are going to use in this as a you can say software, so that you can have a ready-made product for the maintenance and operations. So I would request you, please consider this option of changing the career from the 5 years to the you can say as a artificial intelligence engineer, or you can say developing the software for operation maintenance. You have to take a very we can say calculated decisions whether you are more interested in the mathematical work, software work, or you can say data related work, or you are interested in the field. But what I would recommend most of the engineers who are less than 5 years experience in the operation maintenance, please continue to do things, and slowly you can learn from the different sources. You can know the liking for any subject, and then if you feel, then you can switch over. Then comes the people who are having the you can say less than 10 years experience in the operation and maintenance. For them, I would like to say that they have you can say different uh, career options. When you are 10 years experience in the maintenance, you can go to the project engineering, you can go to the construction, you can go to the you can say other like even you can go artificial intelligence or developing the softwares. You have a more you can say chances of switching over the career if you think that you don't like the maintenance of the machines, you don't like the maintenance of you can say by going into the field. But what I would like to say that in the coming years, maintenance is going to be very demanding field, not because of the, you can say that very few people are in the maintenance, very few engineers are working in the maintenance, but even the maintenance is going to be mostly handled through the automated way, or you can say controlled way, and through the, you can say, artificial intelligence way. So most of the maintenance also will be done through in the coming years, and there you will be needed as a specialist of the maintenance, as a specialist of a particular machine, as a specialist of, you can say, maintenance. Apart from that, the maintenance is so, exciting area for any mechanical engineer or any other engineer, that you have most of the times struggles of the physical problems, real problems in real world, solving it. And that type of section you cannot get anywhere, because most of the other jobs are the routine jobs. Once you are knowing your, for example, developing the software, or you can say developing artificial intelligence related the softwares, or you can say machine learning related softwares, or any IT or any designing anything, that will be routine, and someday you will feel that you are not feeling good because of the less variety of the challenges you are handling in your jobs. But maintenance is such a job that you can switch over to project engineering, or you can say construction, or you can say designing, or modification. There are many avenues as a person who is mechanical engineer, who is a maintenance engineer, to divert. Or if you want to work as a specialist, then you can go to the rotating equipment specialist, you can go to the, you can say, static equipment specialist. So there you can develop a lot of, particularly, many machines need, you can say, like for example steam turbine, gas turbine, or you can say compressors, pumps. Specialized people who are really liking the maintenance, they are needed, because in the coming years you will find less and less maintenance engineer are available. So you, whether, if you like your career, you please continue. If you don't like the way you want to do, then you can switch over. But the switching over, mostly taking the degree from an institute like, data science, artificial intelligence, or some may people can think of to switching over to the management side. There you can do by going through, executive MBA program, but from the good institute. I am talking why good institute, because taking the degree from anywhere will not do. If you want to have, or you are having any degree from any institute, even then you want to be excel, then you have to very extraordinary person, very bright, and doing a lot of projects, or doing a lot of success stories in your career. And I think in the 10 years career you might be having some achievement, and you might be knowing what you like to do, and you might be knowing very well. Then you can switch over in your industry, in your area, not here in India. If you don't get the opportunity, global opportunities are there. You can go to the Middle East, you can go to the Canada, even some company from the, you can say, global level, Korea, or you can Singapore. There you have a lot of opportunities. In Australia also lot of opportunities. But the condition is that you should be passionate about the mechanical engineering, operation, maintenance, wherever you are, or designing, or you can say procurement, or engineering. You must be very passionate about the mechanical engineer. Only then can you can switch over to the other global country or area where you will be needed a lot. So that is what I wanted to tell you people, regarding the people who are in the maintenance, who are mechanical engineers, experience in operation maintenance, in particularly process industry, or oil and gas industry, or pharma, fertilizer, and other industry. Switching over from another industry to different industry, it is not a issue, because nowadays more and more maintenance engineers can go from one industry to another industry. Now I'm talking about those operation maintenance people who are in the manufacturing. In the manufacturing, for example, you are manufacturing car, and you have to maintain the lathe machine also. You have to maintain the, you can say, uh, you have to maintain the drilling machine, or you have to do the automatic and computerized, CNC machine maintenance. All those maintenance are very important. So you please continue. If you are having a 10 years experience, if you are having less than 5 years experience, then you can switch over, because a lot of automation, lot of robotics, and lot of computerized manufacturing is being done in the manufacturing area also. Because I am not much experienced in manufacturing area, so I will not talk about it. But the people who are really passionate about the computerization, automation, or you can say machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, they can switch over easily related to their area only. I'm not saying that you have to switch over from one area to another area totally unknown to you. For example, if you are in the car manufacturing, you can develop some software related through the you can say, design also, related to maintenance also, related to manufacturing also, while taking the help of the artificial intelligence or data science. I mean, you can apply AI, data science, or machine learning in any area wherever you want the efficient operation, wherever you want the efficient design, wherever you want to the you can say doing the things in an alternate way. Because robots are coming in lot of manufacturing area, lot of things will be done. For example, the forklifts now the use maybe automatic totally without any manpower. So automation or robotics, or you can say the use of artificial intelligence and deep learning and machine learning is very much in the manufacturing also. So I am talking about those people who are having experience less than 5 years and 10 years in the manufacturing. There is a lot of opportunity. So please stick there. Don't think about the MBA and all that. If you want to do work in the management, then naturally. But even if you do the MBA, please do the MBA from a good institute, not an institute you can say wherever you want you can do. It should be good institute. So that's all from my side. For the young engineers, they were asking me a lot of questions about their careers. I don't know whether I have fulfilled their desire to tell about them, that whether they can opt proper career or not. Let us should I know it by your comments, by your you can say anything you want to say, and then I will focus. Or if you want in a particular area where you can take the advice from me, if you think that I am worth to you any giving any suggestions. Thank you very much. That's all from my side today. Thanks a lot.